Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury. ArchieLuxury from the ArchieLuxury channel, the Paul Pluta channel, and ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, keep watching. Keep watching. I need the viewers. I need the viewers. I need the subs. I need it. Like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Tell your friends, whether you like them or hate them. Just tell them anyhow. ArchieLuxury on YouTube. Hey guys, it's ArchieLuxury on the Paul Pluta channel. Today guys, I'm doing a paid review. This is paid review 20 SE12. A quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Patek 5196. That's what I'm wearing guys, 5196. Manual wind. It is a very cool watch. I absolutely love this watch. Today I'm doing a review for Sachiv, and Sachiv got a bit pushy there. He got a bit pushy. Man, you only just sent the money. Man, you got to be a bit patient. These are bespoke reviews. I don't just churn and burn. I get a feeling. And I got to be honest with you. This here, it kind of cheeses me off when you start chasing me when you've only just sent the money, man. Unprofessional. Okay, anyhow. Let's not get nasty. Let's get straight into this review here. Okay, here we go. 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 He goes, "Hi Arch. I hope this mail finds you well and the dear," whatever he's talking about. "Before I start, I'm quite a fan. I love the way you lighten stuff up, not like the regular boring reviews. Blah blah blah." So that's always refreshing. Thank you. Now, to the purpose of me writing to you, I'd like to have a paid review of the white gold blue dial Daytona I've recently bought, and for some strange reason I'm having second thoughts, even though I think it's still a beautiful watch, and I can't put my finger on why. So just thought if I could get your view on the watch, it could possibly put it in perspective for me. I'd also like you to give me your thoughts on what you think of this watch as an investment piece 5 to 10 years from today, please. Just to give you a short background on my Rolex watches, I have a Daytona Steel 2003 in the Panda. No, that can't be a Panda. 2003. That'd have to be a pre-ceramic white dial. He's got a GM. Panda means got the black eyes. They didn't do that then, but anyhow, he's got the GMT Coke bezel, fat lady, and the deep sea blue black James Cameron. I do hope you can share your thoughts about this white gold Daytona so I can put it to peace. Okay, so blah 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 da 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 da. Sachiv, his name is Sachiv. So I gotta tell you, Sachiv, he's a bit pushy. Sachiv is really pushy, and I don't like pushy fakers. No. Now, he sent me all this crap, and he didn't actually send me a damn picture of the watch, which, man, you gotta, sometimes it helps if you send me a picture. See, you haven't quoted me. He hasn't quoted me a reference number or anything, man. This is silly. I kind of that's a dumb thing to do, because I want to see what. Okay, so because I want to know. You really got to give me a model number, Sachiv. I tell you honestly, you've got to give me a model number. And then he's used the font. He's used the font that's so damn small for the rest of the email. I just want to double check here. No, okay. So really, to be honest with you, that was pretty silly. You've push. You're asking me what I think of the white gold blue dial Daytona. Which model, man? Which model? See, this is so annoying because is it on, because there are some white gold Daytonas that have got the racing dial, right? On a leather strap. Then there's the newer ones have the indices. So there's a couple variants, but okay. I got to be totally honest with you there. I think we're probably talking about a 116509 with the bracelet. Okay, let's have a talk about this. So, okay, what do I think? Okay, so look, I got to be totally honest with you. The white gold Daytona, I think it's a really nice watch. The thing I love about the white gold is it looks like steel. It doesn't scream. It doesn't scream gold, gold, gold. And no disrespect to your fellow countrymen, but yellow gold, if it's not done discreetly, can be a bit tacky. So I would say really, I think the white gold is a good way to go. Now, the interesting thing is here, you haven't given me reference numbers, you haven't given me the price you paid, you've told me nothing. All you've done is you've said, I'd like to have a paid review of my white gold blue dial Daytona. Okay, is it on a bracelet? I'll assume it's on a bracelet. You haven't told me what you paid, you haven't told me anything much about this, you haven't given me a year. But okay, let's just talk. Okay, so what do I think of this? I think, let's assume it's a 116509. So that's a non-zenith movement because they made white gold Daytonas with a zenith movement. Let's assume it's got the Rolex movement. That's probably where we should start. On a bracelet, blue dial, what do I think? I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I really do. I really do think that's gorgeous. If you've got a zenith movement one, it's even better. If you've got the racing dial, it's also gorgeous. They're all beautiful. There are no white gold Daytonas that I dislike. They are absolutely beautiful. And I got to be totally honest with you, man. For some strange reason, I'm having second thoughts. You're an idiot. It's absolute stupidity. It is just tacky, very, very tacky. I can't understand why you would have any second thoughts, man. That's just because it's a discreet watch. Maybe you're trying to show off and say how great you are. It can be very, very tacky. I got to be totally honest with you. The watch is great. It's a beautiful watch. It's a beautiful watch. I think you've chosen well. You've told me you've got a 2003 Daytona in steel. What's wrong with the white gold? I think that's a beautiful watch. I don't understand what the problem is. I think the problem is that you're an insecure guy. You're not really sure of yourself and you're not getting a lot of kudos. No one says, hey man, that's white gold. That's the whole point of white gold, is so you can just be a little bit discreet. It's like having a Patek. It just looks like a standard watch. Unless you were a real watch person, you wouldn't know. So I think, I gotta be honest with you, man, you're nuts. Just absolutely nuts. I can put a finger on it. You're a show-off. You're a nasty show-off, and you're not getting the recognition that you think your money deserves. Well, Sanchez, welcome to the real world, sunshine. Welcome to the real world. That's all I can say, man. Welcome to the real world. That's right. Not everyone licks your asshole, okay? Not everyone licks your asshole and says how great you are, man. Welcome to white gold, hey? Welcome to white gold. Man, it's because you are a bit of a show-off, okay? So it's not a cool thing. I think the watch is great. It's a lovely watch. I don't like how you phrased, you've said to me, I'd also like you to give me your thoughts on what you think of this watch as an investment piece 5 to 10 years from today, please. Man, if you need investment pieces, if you need to invest your money, you should not be buying watches, okay? You buy these things because you love them, okay? If you needed to put this into an investment, you should buy stocks and shares, okay? Stocks, shares, or real estate. That's what you should do. Don't keep it in Indian rupee under the bed, by the way, because the nasty fakers they cancelled the top denomination banknote. What a bunch of assholes. The whole Indian banking system is just a Ponzi scheme for cesspot of corruption. But don't get me started on that. Let me just say to you, what do I think of it as an investment? Look, I think you've got to buy things you like. What you got to understand is when you buy these watches, you buy them because you like them, and if they happen to be worth more money in the future, that's good. It makes you feel good. But if they don't, you just enjoy them. You got to buy. Look, I think buying Rolex is that's a very strong brand. The Daytona model is incredibly strong. That sounds like a really good way to start. However, do I think it's the greatest? Look, to be honest with you, there are many great watches. At that price point, there are many great things. You can get into Lange's, you can get some Patek's, you can get into... There's many wonderful watches. Generally speaking, let me say this to you. Generally speaking, when it comes to watches, there's two big brands that hold value. That is Rolex and Patek Philippe. They are the two brands. So if you buy Rolex and Patek and the Daytona, you buy a Rolex Daytona, that's a hugely, it's got many great potentials. Now, do I know what'll happen? Of course I don't. I'm not a fortune teller, but it's a pretty good start. You buy Rolex or Patek. Now, you have given me absolutely no information. Did you get it pre-owned? Did you buy it new? Did you buy it? I don't even know what model number or what. You haven't even sent me a picture of this damn thing. But let's just assume it's a 116509 with the bracelet. The important thing is you keep the box and papers and you keep it in good condition. If you treat it like garbage, it's going to, it's obviously, it's going to be hard to sell it if you need to get the money. But you shouldn't really be buying this sort of watch if you need that money. That's a very bad omen. So I got to say, my own opinion, would I have bought that if I had that much money? See, I love the Pateks. I love my Pateks. I think they're special. But I got to say, a white gold Daytona, I think it'd be okay. Generally speaking, the steel seems to be the more investment grade piece there. However, you've given me no information. You're giving me absolutely nothing. It all depends if you bought it well secondhand or whether you paid you haven't told me nothing. But generally speaking, talking in generalities, I gotta tell you, it's a Daytona, it's a Rolex. I think it should be okay. I don't think it's a hard one to predict. I don't think you'll make a fortune. It could rise a bit. Who knows what the fashions are going to do. Keep it in good condition. If it's very notchy and gets damaged, it's not going to hold well. That's for sure. Let me say that to you. But keep it in nice condition. That's the important thing. I wouldn't be buying this if you really need to cash it in 5 to 10 years. That's not what these things were for. Okay, these things are supposed to be. The dividend you get from these watches is the joy. It's the joy in owning these things. It's not so much the you know, what's it going to be worth? I think that's a bad question. You know, are you an investor or speculator, or are you someone who loves the watches? If it goes up, that's a bonus, but if it doesn't, you know, I don't think you'll lose a lot. Again, you haven't told me model number, you haven't told me nothing, you told me absolutely nothing. But speaking in generalities, a white gold Daytona, that's a good thing. It's a great piece. It's a beautiful piece. Will it? I don't know. You haven't told me what you paid. You haven't given me a model number. You told me nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, you know, that makes it very hard to give you an answer, because you really haven't told me terribly much. You haven't told me terribly much, but let's ignore that fact there, and we will look. It's a great thing to have. I think it's a great watch. Will it be worth a lot more? Well, we don't know. You got to enjoy it. I wouldn't be. That question is not a good. I don't like that question. And if you're going to ask that question, you're going to give me all the details. You haven't given me many details, so that's a very, very, very stupid. I mean, you sent me half a dozen emails. Is it ready? Is it ready? Well, you told me nothing. Come on, man. Pretty poor, if you ask me. I just spent 16 minutes on this video now, and I'm just angry that you chased me up so much and you didn't give me all the facts. So, but generally speaking, I think it's a great watch. It's beautiful. You're a bit of an idiot. I think you're shallow. I think you want someone to kiss your asshole because you got a Rolex Daytona. That's uncool, man. That's an uncool thing. So I think, you know, I'll be completely honest with you. I think you're a bit of a jerk. That's what I think. I think you're a bit of a jerk. And I think you just got to grow up a bit. Okay, that's the word from the pontiff. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't be afraid to put a few negative comments. And remember, I can't survive on Google Ads alone. I need these paid reviews to keep me full-time on YouTube. Paid reviews, $50 US. I'll do a review. I'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.